Good morning, Pisces. Oops, hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry it took a while for me to get on with your reading. But anyways, I have a new format. So the first one is, your general reading, and then the second one is your love advice for from the Romance Angels Oracle deck. And then I'm gonna read what's going on between you and another sign if you have someone in mind. And the fourth one is the part where now ask a question, and then I pulled a card from the Angel Answers Oracle deck, and let's see if it gives you an answer that you need. So anyway, what I'm seeing here is that you got the World card. Basically, it's like there's a completion of a cycle. It seems like there's some of you who have been focusing on their careers, their finances. It's like you may have been a little bit too focused that on these aspects of your life that love has taken quite a backseat. But the nice thing here is that there are good things happening to these things you've been focusing on. At the same time, the World card showed up. In terms of love, this could be someone who you might be eyeing on. If there's someone you're eyeing on, it's like usually this means they're from a different place from where you're living, long distance and all that. But it came out in reverse. And that to me is like saying you don't really have to look very far. And at the same time, the Ace of Pentacles showed up, which in love means friendship that turns into romance. So maybe there could be someone in your environment who could be worth taking a look at. And also, so you also have some major changes about to happen in October where you would need to make room for romance. Basically, it's plastered all over the reading that you have to have this work and life balance, because it can't be all work. And what about your social life? So this card is saying you have major changes coming in, and it's like the start of a new era, and you just have to make room for romance. And you will have some celebrations happening, like a celebration with regards to family, maybe marriage, or a new child coming into the family, something like that. And this is actually connected to one of the advices that the Oracle deck came out with. I'll tell you about that later. Meanwhile, it's the Queen of Swords came out, where it's like you may be smart intellectually, and you have your shit together, but that's only with finance and career. But emotionally, you have the emotion of a rock. So maybe this is telling you to be a bit more open to possibilities with regards to your love life, if that's what you're looking for. And this set for the other person, if you haven't met them yet or you think you've met them, it's like saying you got 3 pentacles. So this person may be someone who is introduced to you by a friend or someone in your workplace, or basically it's within your reach, just like what the World card in reverse said. The Ace of Pentacles, like friends turning to romance, and the person may actually be just nearby, don't have to look very far. So it's very possible they're just around you. Or if you have met them, you've met them through a friend, or basically just in your area. And if you're dealing with this person, it's either you or this other person may be wearing, well, I wouldn't say wearing a mask. It's more like they may be putting up a front, or you are doing that, but one of you's being careful because they're aware that, you know, if you have emotions for another person, then there is also a chance of putting your heart on the line, and you're, you know, still probably feeling each other out. So you have the Chariot, where this person may be taking action soon, and again, it's also calling for work-life balance. So maybe this person's really gonna be in your social circle at work, your career, something like that. So anyway, your advice here is, for one, if you have been in the position where you have been focusing on your career, your finances and all that, and really not giving time for love, romance, it is likely, it's telling me that this has something to do with what happened in the past. I mean, you know, even if the things that went on before aren't favorable to you, hey, you know, it seems like some areas in your life, like the work, career, and finances, are doing very well because you focused your time on this because of this happening. But this card is saying to release your ex, release your past. The time has come to clear your energy. So be open to possibilities, especially with those you've met through friends, your environment. And again, finances and career showed up. So, and it's saying financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. But this is saying to me, along with the other cards that have showed up, you have to really find a balance between your career and your social life if you wanna have this thing happening to you. Wedding, which is also supported by the Four of Wands, which I mentioned earlier, about having something to celebrate, like love, marriage, new baby in the family, and it's in line with that. So that's your advice. The next set is, okay, for Pisces dealing with an Aquarian, there might be some misunderstanding or disagreements happening between a Pisces and an Aquarian. May not resonate with everyone, but basically this would say, you know, if you're in a position where you find yourself trying to assert yourself that you are right, hold back on that, but try to go down the road where you are both compromising. If there are some, issues happening between you guys. So compromise is always good for everyone instead of, trying to come out to be the better person. And then Pisces, dealing with another Pisces. So, it's funny that this card showed up because it's really saying there's some major changes happening. You got the Death card at the first reading, general reading on your end. And again, with another Pisces, it's a major change happening. If you are dealing with another Pisces, then these changes may or may not be good, but it is saying to accept it and make the most out of a situation. Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. So for those dealing with an Aries, there may be some indecision happening with one of you. Maybe someone is not content with what's going on. Or maybe one of you is unaware what is really on offer. Like, maybe, okay, if you're in the situation of the Pisces, it's like saying they're out looking for, or they have an idea of what they want, and it probably only takes, like, hey, look here, I'm here offering you this and that, what do you think of it? Yeah, because it's like they're wishing for something and you're offering all these things, but they're really not paying attention, it seems. So maybe when you do assert yourself, it came out in one of the readings, with the cards. Anyway, if you're gonna assert yourself, do it in a way that it's not too much, else they're gonna turn away, or you're reading with another sign. Anyway, I'll move forward, but basically, just, have them focus their attention on you, but gently. So, Aries, Taurus. So for the Pisces dealing with Taurus, if you are having doubts about a situation, like if maybe you're dating them, or if you're trying to see if something is gonna work with this Taurus, maybe it's like it'd be good for you to say what it is you're thinking, your doubts and all that, and mean it. Just don't go ranting off and thinking about possible scenarios. Stick with the facts. Mean what you say, but when you say these things, approach it in such a way, like, okay, for example, instead of saying I am doubting you, I'm doubting this connection, how about approach it in a way that aims towards both of you being happy? Like, I really wish we could get to know each other more, something along those lines, because you're putting in negative energy right there when you're saying I'm doubting where this is going. If you're gonna say so and mean it, I mean, the end thing that you want to happen here is for your happiness and theirs. So go with that. Taurus, Gemini. So for Pisces dealing with Geminis, one of you may be the one who's taking action. They're showing a lot of confidence in this partnership. If you like them, show them you like them. That's what it's telling me. Especially if it's so obvious that they're, taking action towards you. Express yourself. For Pisces dealing with Cancers, you've got the Five of Wands. There may be maybe there's a rival in the situation. Maybe for some. If you feel like you have a rival here, do not be discouraged. This is saying not for you not to be discouraged. It's gonna pass, and perhaps you should just, assert yourself also. But don't force anything on the other person. Cancer, Leos. For Pisces dealing with Leos, you have the Three of Pentacles. Again, this is saying there has to be a work-life balance here. Three of Pentacles. Hey, you're all focused on your work and career and finances. Look up. Mind the other person. You need to socialize. You need to connect. So, Leos, Virgos. Pisces dealing with Virgos. There might be a little time out going on here in October. But if it's coming from you or their end, it's likely because it's a time to look into themselves, yourselves, introspection, seeing, trying to figure out what it is you really want, if this partnership is what you want or what they want. And either way, however it turns out, it's gonna be good for you both. Okay. That was Virgo. Okay. Libra. For Libras and Pisces, you got the Page of Wands, where you might be enjoying some excitement, adventure, or looking forward to it, or they're looking forward to some adventure with you. But it also says that you may be getting too excited, or looking forward to all these things, looking ahead, that you may not see that one of you is falling in love too quickly. So be careful with this. And for Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. For those Pisces dealing with Scorpios, you're getting a person who's very serious, they're sensible, and they may seem quite stiff to you, but it's saying, because I had to clarify the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and it says, despite their, the idea of this person being all stiff, or being all too serious, they have passion brewing inside of them, and it's just waiting to be unleashed, which, from what I know from Scorpios, that's very like them. Okay. Scorpio, Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, you get the Ace of Swords. If you haven't figured them out yet, Pisces, these are people who need some intellectual stimulation to, you know, progress in this partnership. And it's very vital. Communication is important, and when you deal with them, you have to face issues head on. Just out with it, communicate, speak your mind. And Sagittarius, Capricorn. Okay, so this one I noticed, like, for your general read, there are like 3 cards here that were saying Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. And then for Capricorns, I see here an offer of love, Ace of Cups. Offer of love, it's an emotional beginning. So maybe if you're dealing with a Capricorn, this is something you could look forward to. And, new relationship appearing in the horizon, possibly leading to marriage, which the Four of Wands talked about earlier, which the advice is talking about. So maybe Capricorns, Pisces, it seems like this reading is really for you. But hey, if you are dealing with a Capricorn, yay, good for you. Okay, and then the 4th part of the read is are you ready with your question? You can stop the video before I give you the answer. If you're ready, here it is. So what I got out of there, the Angel Answers Oracle deck, is no need to worry. Maybe I'm getting that this came out because of the Magician in reverse about the other person, where you or they are trying to put up a front, or putting up a front, not really discussing or disclosing yourselves, that one of you is afraid of getting hurt and all that. So if there's that fear, just like what the advice said, release your ex. Don't worry. Release your past hurts, your ex. No need to worry. Especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn, okay? So Pisces, thank you for taking the time to, go over your reading with me. I really appreciate you being here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, especially if resonated. And feel free to leave comments down below. Let me know if this format works for you. So I'm gonna keep on doing it for your monthly reading, okay? Alright, you guys have a good day. Alright, bye.